Well, we've got an unboxing today of something I think is really interesting. I was a serious collector of the manufacturer that manufactured this. At one point had a lot of their gear. I never came across this item. Never saw a service manual, never saw anything related to this. I didn't know it existed. I've been in contact with an ex-employee of the company. I mean, it's no longer around. Who worked on some of their stuff, wrote some documentation. He was unaware this existed. It popped up. It was expensive to ship. It came from Australia. I'm of course in the US. Hopefully it survived. The packaging here, we will find out. So let's go ahead and open it. I've removed the shipping label and everything to protect, the shipper's identity, all that kind of stuff. Let's open it up, take a peek at what's inside. Of course, I know what it is, but I'd like it to be a surprise for you. Hopefully it survived. Not sure this is how I will box it, but it is what it is. Okay, it has got packing material. Which helps. I don't know if you've noticed down there or not, the 220 volt line cord, which is interesting. I guess they sold internationally. I don't know. Where I can probably lift it out of this box and get the box out of the way, get it down here on the bench. And I am guessing nobody still has a clue what it is, because like I said, I had never seen one of these till it popped up on eBay. And I used to do a nightly eBay search for equipment by this manufacturer, and I mean every night. And it was like, a long, detailed search on eBay. And I bought a lot of very odd, not odd, but a lot of one-off things related to it. I spent a lot of time cleaning up their documentation and making it generally available. I eventually sold the entire collection to a collector in Texas. So you may have got a peek of a keyboard there. And you may be able to read the manual here. Wow, this is just so bloody bizarre that I have never come across one of these before. Oops. No, that's on me for dropping the manual. This SN1 down here is interesting. It's just like serial number 1. Is this a one of a kind? There's actually a bound manual for it. You can see what it says, VTE-1 Video Terminal, electronic, made by E&L Instruments. I used to have a bunch of MMD1s, MMD2s, the expansion boards, the MMD1s, digi-designers, analog designers, training tools. I've still got a couple of new in the box frequency counters here. Used to have a very extensive collection of their stuff. Wow, it is pretty amazing at this point. I've got some vinegar on the desk here. I was doing some battery corrosion cleanup. Trying to get the plastic off of the line cord here. Wow. Looks like the case survived shipping. I was worried this plastic case would get broken, and if it did, that honestly would be nearly impossible to replace. Hopefully it'll come into camera. E&L Instruments Incorporated. It's trying to peel off. Serial number I1. Is it Rev G on the manual? So I don't think it's, you know, maybe it was only produced in foreign markets. I just don't know. It's very much a video terminal from the 70s. You know, the little bit I've been able to find, actually it was comments from some of the pages he had taken photos of in the manual, mentioned this was designed for use with the MMD-1. The MMD-1 is an 8080 based single board computer. It's got the KEX monitor in it, I think it's in a 2708. It's got 256 bytes of memory. I believe a little hex keyboard with, you know, run and stop and those kind of things on it as well, and LEDs for output. No 7-segment displays, nothing like that. It's a very basic single board computer. There was an expansion board that connected to it that had additional RAM. It had RS-232. It had cassette I/O, that kind of stuff. It turned it into a little computer. And what I've been able to find about this is this was designed to work with that on that serial interface. So we'll take the plastic, I guess, off of the manual here. I'm so happy this thing survived shipping, especially coming from Australia. It got here, there was estimated dates for delivery out into November, I believe. It was sent Australian Post, and I got notified a couple days ago, quote, arriving early for today, Saturday. Today is what, the 24th, I believe, of September. It got here far quicker than I thought it would, in about 2 weeks. So maybe the huge COVID shipping delays out of Australia are starting to clear up. Or maybe it missed the current next round of COVID that's burning through Australia. I don't know. So I'm glad to see the little video cable here. It's got the adapter. I've actually got one of these someplace because it's got, I mean, it's old enough that the video out is the screw terminal here. Back before they can become RCA. So there's a label back here that I'll need to probably reproduce. 20 milliamp out. It's got 20 milliamp. So hopefully I've got this in camera. I'll move it over here and hopefully it's in camera. 20 milliamp in and out. You know, there's the out loop, the in loop, RS-232 communications out, in. And I'm assuming SIG is some kind of signaling or something. You know, maybe clear to send, request to send, whatever, those kind of things. So take a quick look in the manual. I will definitely be scanning this manual and adding it to my collection. So copyright 78. So I said mid-70s. It's a little later than perhaps, well, it is a little bit later than I thought. Is used with a television set or video monitor and includes a full ASCII keyboard for input and 75 ohm composite video output. The one-piece molded housing supports the output CRT at a comfortable viewing angle. Full duplex local operation are possible. 75 to 9600 baud, so pretty typical. 64 uppercase alphanumeric characters, lowercase is optional, and the character generator is usually programmable to provide any user-defined characters in an 8x14 field. It'll be interesting to see if it's got the lowercase mod in it. Blinking full field cursor can be directly positioned to any screen location, turned on or off. Non-destructive read screen function transmits the code off the screen. So it's NTSC. The VTE-1 will provide 75 will drive any US compatible black and white television monitor or the optional MON 1 monitor, a 9-inch high quality unit. Standard TV sets can be connected to a readily available VHF converters, so it is composite video out. It's not modulated video out. You can program your own 2708 EPROMs. You can create your own unique control characters. It's got 1K onboard RAM, independent of apparently the video memory, full cursors. It's not recommended for a first-time kit builder. Was this a kit? Oh, it most likely was a kit. Whether this was factory assembled or a kit, these are the assembly instructions. Oh, what a cool device. So somebody has written in here blue, red, white, and yellow. They were using it on 20 milliamp, it appears. Getting a terminal back in '78 was difficult, especially one that you could afford. I know that the keyboard appeared to be a membrane keyboard based on the photos I saw. We will certainly open this guy up in a future video and take a peek inside. I'm wondering about the power supply. Is it going to be switchable? It looks like it's going to be a very typical E&L design. It's going to have a bunch of voltage regulators, 7405, 2+12 it looks like. Well, the 340-Ts, I don't know if they're set to 12 or not. All connected to the metal chassis. It'll be a nice linear power supply, no switching stuff. IC orientation speaker. It's actually got a speaker rather than a beeper. Transformer mounting. I'd really like to give me something that indicates transformer. So 1, 2, 3, 4. If that's the primary side, it can be wired for 120 or it can be wired for 240. If that is the primary side, most likely you'd connect 2 and 3 together and bring 110 into 1 and 4. Is that boy, I don't know. I got to think about it. But it may be able to deal with both by how you wire that up. Oh, here it is. Just what I was saying. Okay, I had it backwards. So for 230 VAC, yeah, it's connected in the middle, so you end up with 100 and, well, the wiring is here for 110 or 230. That's what I was hoping to see, is it could deal with either voltage, so I can get it connected up here for use in the US. Talking about how that works would be, honestly, its own video. I thought I knew, and as I sit here and think about it while I'm yapping away, I don't. We've got schematics. We've got timing diagrams. Wow, I am very happy. This, like I said, it was not cheap. I was willing to pay the price he asked for it, obviously. Didn't try to haggle him down because I wanted it. Yeah, I think it's definitely, pretty sure it's membrane based on what I saw, although it seems awful early for membrane, I don't know. Anyhow, there's a little unboxing video. I hope you think this is as cool as I do. Of course, if you do, you will watch it in future videos. So the manual looks like it's September 1980. So this probably had a much longer production run than I was just aware of. I've just never seen one before. You know, that decade I spent collecting and searching for E&L stuff, I never came across a terminal. Cool. Anyhow, I keep saying it. I will shut up here, and I'll see you in a future video.